Hey there folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romance of Three Kingdoms 13 Fame and Strategy Expansion. When last we left off, we were about to win the battle of the Wuzhang Plains. The question is, did we lose enough forces that we will not be able to continue on to take Chang on? Let's find out. First of all, you guys should probably attack Jiezhua. And so should everyone else. Because why not? This is where we can make good use of Mr. Sirius's tactic. Because he uses a tactic called... Can we get him? He's got the attack command, which does attack ++ and morale to nearby allies. And it also is one of the ones where I think they start taking like area of effect damage possibly, or just I don't know, it's just getting damaged a lot. And it doesn't take that much command, which is also nice. So if I wasn't using JG Mystery to abuse the attack command, that would be a good one for him to... The charge command, rather, that would be a good one to have. So a dude who's stabbing himself with a sword just suppressed a camp. He hasn't actually engaged any enemy troops yet, as far as I can recall. But Yang Huai is doing his part by attacking empty camps. Oh, Hongo Kazuto is defeated and injured. Sorry, Hongo Kazuto, that probably wasn't much fun for you. You can start making your way over here, but you won't be in time, probably. At least this means like a really weakened Hongo Kazuto unit won't be appearing during the next battle and just kind of taking up a slot that another unit could be filling. He is tending to focus in on units that are almost defeated. Yeah, I would like to give an order to... Why can I not give an order to Sirius II right now? What the? No. I don't know why I can't. Is he like under the influence of some status ailment? Because it's not letting me go to him. I wanted to reuse the attack command. Well, it doesn't really matter now. We're about to win, but you mustn't falter. Well, I think you have already faltered at this point. Poorly planned, I am ashamed. I'm going to go put on pirate costume, become a Dynasty Warrior. It is after the victory that is important. Especially in this case, since we're marching towards the real battle. Storm Andrew is champion of the day. He is honored. Great minds bring victory. And it's all good. Yang Huai, who did nothing except attack abandoned camps, earned second. So that's interesting. Most of the officers who actually defeated troops in that had their units wiped out by the time it was over. Now, you'll also see that it's November 30th, so we have about a month to go in the year here. And I'm thinking that in order to actually use our... opportunity for deployment, I don't have any orders available, so once anybody actually finishes their orders for the month or for the whatever, we should actually do something with that command because we're about to lose it. Yang Liang wants to persuade Fang Ling, and now that Sammy's unit's been defeated, he's free, so why not? I think we should hire someone from Zhao's army, because we're going to take them out soon, so we might as well get rid of, hire some of their officers away. Meanwhile, we took over Wudou. We've taken over Wudou, but it doesn't have any officers in it, because this happened during battle. So we could do transfer orders here and take some officers out of other cities. Typically, I try to have an even number of officers, like a fairly good number of officers in every city. I need to reconsider that. Oh, also, there is a command that you can use to suggest moving cities from one district to another. And I use it off screen, and other than the fact that it just grays out the capital city of the other district, like Zerfall stationed himself right here on the front lines, and the rest of the cities in his district are way behind the lines. I had a 100% success rate with it, so if I wanted to, apparently, I don't know if it's because Zerfall is a created officer or what, but I could just make JG Mystery District be all of the cities in Zerftopia except one, which would make it so I wouldn't have to save up, what do you call it? I keep wanting to call them favors, the privileges. I wouldn't have to use privileges to get Zerfall cities to attack. I could just run all the cities. So we're going to move Lady SKS to the front lines and let Zhang Lu will probably become the new ruler of this zone. Probably could afford to take more officers out of these cities, actually, before I start spreading to other cities. He's a goofy-looking fellow. Who's got decent leadership? Oh, Zhang Ren's hanging out here. He could definitely be moved up to a frontline city, because he's a pretty dang solid officer. One more to Zhetong. Oh, Zhetong's got some good created officers in now. Tedestro, Karakatai, Sirius II, Chris Maverick. I'm not at all certain that once Chris Maverick can come up here, I'm not at all certain that Wudou is going to be as big a city as far as building up a huge army and wiping out our enemies as some of the others. Well, I've got 6 officers here and only 5 here. Well, anyway. So before advancing any further here, I could move against Tian Shui now, be aggressive. That would kind of wipe out Li Jui's force. Matter of fact, that would also prevent Zhu Rong's force from eventually coming to the aid of Chengdu, because it's really starting to look like well, it's hard to say, but Zhang Jui is facing Ma Tang. I'm starting to think that Anding may fall, or certainly it won't have a whole lot left. Because there are no officers free in any of these cities. Including this city. So Wudou could not deploy right now. those officers are busy. Part of me wants to just have Chang continue to advance to prevent Tian Shui from providing reinforcements, even if he can't necessarily take. You could have him attack Ji. That may distract the enemy. At any rate, they can continue their march. I do want to pay attention to when training or patrolling is done, so I can try to get my privilege used. Hey, there's a bond that's been created between my compu-generated waifu, Mei Ri, and Ling Cao, who is eventually going to be, or if probably he's already the father of Ling Tong. He's probably just not old enough to appear in game. Ah, Cao Cao, damn you! You ruined my marriage to Lu Lingqi. I kind of did it to myself, but... So we can have our wife strike up a friendship with the Yanpu of the fancy helmet, Seige, Zhang Da, Yang An, Li Jun. Maybe she can help him with his headaches. Liu Zhang, Ling Cao, Lu Fan, Wu Kubing. Let's go with this dude. He's got pretty good stats. Maybe he'll be slightly less likely to just randomly defect from our force. Who is he anyway? The cavalry general of the early Han period, Grand Marshal. He won the recognition of Emperor Wu when he was young and served the imperial court. When he was 18, he followed Wei King to the front to put down the Jiang Yu and being gifted, like Isaiah Fraser. The gifted Isaiah Fraser. Performed some outstanding exploits. He fell sick and died at a young age of 24. Emperor Wu mourned his passing and had a grave built for him next to his own mausoleum. So he's a guy with really good war stats and stuff, but I guess he's one of those created officers who was created by Koa. Like they throw in these quote created officers who are actually figures from history. Alright, at any rate, Chang'an has about 30,000 defenders. We've got, if we have even, yeah, we've got well more than 30k attacking. But they will be getting new troops as we fight our way there. It's nice that Weiduo Wuya is busily working with running our city, even though I believe she's on the march with us, unless she got wiped out, which may have happened. Okay. Now I can probably use a foreign command. See, am I likely to be able to get these guys to surrender? Oh, Solicit is different. Warn, I think, is where they surrender. Yeah, I don't think any of these forces are going to surrender to us. Certainly not the Emperor over here. I don't remember exactly what some of these things do, now that I look at it. Oh, this is going to be annoying, isn't it? It's a 27-page manual. You don't actually advance by pressing R1, despite what it says. It's a very pretty manual, though. But I'd like a little explanation of what the different diplomacy commands are. Here we go, foreign. goodwill, we can dispatch a messenger to another force in order to increase the rapport between the rulers of both forces. You may be asked for gold supplies, and if you accept, they will incur a debt to you. Solicit. Demand another force give you gold supplies or returns your officer that is holding prisoner. Alliance. Form an alliance. Null. Dissolve an alliance. Petition. Request reinforcements from a force you are currently allied with. Ceasefire. Propose a ceasefire. Warn. Threaten another force into surrendering to you and surrender. Surrender to another force. If you surrender, you become a subordinate. And we got debt owed. There is a debt loaned. You can utilize it to increase success rate of negotiations. You may also be able to use the debt loan to force your counterpart to agree to something they normally would not. Alright, so probably, at least now I know what solicit means, because I wasn't sure. So we could potentially get gold out of another force. We've got more gold than anyone else. I guess let's get goodwill with Cao Cao in case we need to use it at some point. Or we could get goodwill with Yuan Shao, or we could get an alliance with Yuan Shao and then try to get him to attack when we're trying to attack Cao Cao. Alright, so we're going to have, is that Earl King? Who did it just send? I completely blanked on it. I believe it's Earl King that we just sent off to, I'll know the portrait when I see it. Although I suppose if I think it's Earl King, I could have organized it in some fashion and looked for Earl King. That probably would have been the thing to do. I'm more than halfway through now, though. Yeah, it was Earl King, wasn't it? I think it was Earl King. Maybe I'm nuts, though. Definitely a guy wearing one of those ministerial type hats. So, if we get an alliance, we have an alliance with Cao Cao now. If we have an alliance also with Yuan Shao, then eventually I can either discard or wait out the alliance with Cao Cao. We can attack Cao Cao, and we can use diplomatic commands to try to get Yuan Shao to attack at times that are strategically advantageous to us. In the meantime, let's keep marching. There we go. The stronghold at Wu Zhang Yuan is in shambles. The Zhang Chang force began destroying the stronghold at Ji near Tianshui. It doesn't look like these guys are going to do anything about it. Is he just there to block us from attacking? He thought maybe these guys would march up here and then attack Tianshui. Well, Chang'an is getting more defenders. Li Mu force has begun destroying the stronghold at Fufeng near Chang'an. Shouldn't take long. The Fufeng thing is in shambles. We can still take over Ji. These guys are still not marching to help either city. Anding is potentially in trouble too. Oof, he could lose Anding. It's going to be a close fight one way or the other. There we go. The stronghold at Ji is in shambles. See, part of me wants to attack Tianshui just to throw a monkey wrench into any attempts they're going to make to rescue Chang'an. Although this is not a strong enough force to actually win that fight. I would be sending them in with the intention that they would be defeated. They'd be a distraction. But that's a perfectly valid military tactic to launch a diversionary attack. They would just need to then... you are just going to hang out there, huh? So now we're beginning to attack Chang'an, and a force will be dispersed to face us. Yeah. It's JG Mystery versus Li Jui. Do I want to control the battle directly? I do, but I also want to see how much time is left in the video. And we got 10 minutes, so let's get a start going on this battle. We will have a war council before battle. If you have any views to share, let me hear them. But I'm going to be in charge. Alright, GG Mystery will be the main strategist myself. Follow my plans. This is an interesting battle. Because you don't have a lot of options of approaches. You pretty much got to go the same, path every time. So I guess I'll just auto and see what happens. So we've got a couple of things that are all at the inner gates. We have Beast Trap Tactic, which is kind of what they used against us before. That might be their plan. There's a Hot Oil Trap Tactic. And there's Discipline Tactic. This all seem like things that they would want to use. But again, there's only one path, so I don't see any reason not to have the whole army advance. Hey, All Dragon is here with us this time. We're all freaking archers. This, how the hell did this happen? This is not good. Like, we're all archers. There is one non-archer unit that I'm seeing. This isn't good. Well, forward march, own mobility increased. Let's take over strategic point. But yeah, we can't, you can't encircle people with archers. This is kind of ridiculous. Good news is we do have plenty of other troops if I have weakened units that I need to have retreat. And I should probably figure out how many guys have siege ladders, because they'll be important. You do not have a siege ladder. I had a couple guys with siege towers. They all got used in the last one. He's got a siege ladder. What in the world is Fat John doing? They're elite bow. I guess that's why. They're like a higher level bow. We've got siege ladders and catapults. We've got 3 siege ladders so far. And 3 catapults. 4 catapults, 3 siege ladders. So I could do a siege ladder here. Break those defenses, do one here. Then I'd probably want to set up catapults outside of the main gate. But I can also do a siege ladder there. I've got enough siege ladders to use siege ladders to overcome every wall. Meanwhile, they do have horses. And they've got some of these officers back who were giving us a lot of trouble before. You're one of my better attackers. But I'm starting to think with all of these horses approaching, you probably want to cluster up and be ready to do like a really damaging charge to them. Yeah, because they're all about the cavalry units here. He's doing good damage. We just took over a tactical point, which basically means they can't use that to do whatever, if that's where they had tactics set up. Why can I not freaking select any units? What's going on? Okay, I was selecting where icons were, but that didn't actually match where the units were, I guess. I don't know. They just move so much faster than my guys that I worry about, maybe I should be moving, Wait, what was your attack? Daring charge. Attack and morale plus charge. And JG Mystery has advanced command, attack, defense, and morale plus charge, and it's cheaper. But he has like attack way up charge. I'm starting to feel like I just want to gather everyone together into one spot. But they're taking over a tactical point here. Now let's see how confused you can get. Getting awfully far away from my Oh, here's the guy I really don't like. I think this is him, yeah, Bakui. He was like really messing us up before. You know, many of them we can gather together into one spot. Did I lose a unit somewhere? Where's the... There he is. Let's see how this works here. Ooh, Kubing and Baiki have begun a duel. I guess we'll check this out. So it'd be probably a little bit more even-sided than when he tried to duel me. Yeah, guy from history, go get revenge for me for when I almost died before. Everybody just attack all the time and you'll do fine. I think our guys got this. Not like an absolute rout or anything, but... Okay. Oh, JG Mystery's almost wiped out now. Oops. Well, it's certainly been an interesting beginning of the fight here, but... And Ba Kui didn't seem to take much damage at all, oddly enough. So I'm going to get wiped out, but we should do huge damage here again. Unfortunately, I don't know if the rest of the tactic will have impact, because I'm not there. But we certainly still have them badly outnumbered. We have that wonderful face of Li Jui there. So there you go, folks. The Battle of Chang'an. JG Mystery goes in, leads a super aggressive charge attack, although technically it wasn't me calling the charge this time. And his personal unit is removed from the battle, but the battle is still raging on, and will be raging on next time. I'm the Mysterious JG, thanks for watching. I hope you tune in next time for more of Romance of Three Kingdoms 13 Famous Strategy Expansion. As JG Mystery hustles back to Hanzhong, and probably is going to ride out with more troops. See you then.